guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. Today we are going to review a Collecta figure. It's one that's been out for a little while now, but it's one that I always wanted to see in person, and I just recently got him because I thought that he has one of the coolest traits to him that I've seen in any Collecta, heck, any dinosaur or prehistoric animal model in probably ever, and it is this guy. This is the Collecta Temnodontosaurus. Now, as I mentioned, he's got one of the coolest traits, one of the coolest things going on, I should say, out of any model that I've ever seen, and you might be able to take notice to exactly what that is from this position, but if not, you can see that it is birthing, and that is so stinking cool. This is definitely one of the coolest things that I've seen as far as these more mainstream type of prehistoric figures go, and that is such a cool touch. Collecta should be commended so much for the different things that they do just to create a little bit more of a realistic effect for their models, and this is probably one of the coolest things that I've ever seen as far as these go. So let's take a nice closer look. You guys can see how nice this is. You can see as we start up here looking at the head is sculpted beautifully. It looks very nice. Beautiful detail, especially right there around the eye. I absolutely love the eye of this Temnodontosaurus. It has a very nice gloss over the black of the eye, so it looks very striking, very alive. You can see beautiful detail carved out all over the place, especially right here in this area. So many little skin folds and just beautiful detail put into it there. You can see that the teeth are carved out very nicely. They're kind of bunched together, but they're very small teeth, and on an animal like this, that's just the way they look, so it looks very good the way they've done it. Beautifully painted. The inside of the mouth is a very nice color, nice pinkish type of a color, which is a potentially very realistic color, so it looks very good all over the mouth. You can see the top of the head is just as nicely detailed as the side of the head. Beautiful sculpt work has been put into this all over the place, and on something like this is another one of those moments where Collecta impresses me, because on something like this you feel like it would just have very smooth skin, but they still find ways to put just incredible amounts of detail in it. As I turn it here, you can just see the glistening of the skin, and you can see all the little details and the little bumps and crevices and tiny little details that have been put into this to make it just look so real and so beautiful. You can see that the fins here have also been sculpted very nicely. On both sides they look beautiful. Great work done on there, just tons and tons of detail, especially where the fins connect to the body. And again, you can see the very nice detail up here by the head, again on this side as well. And then we go back to the tail, and the tail is absolutely awesome. It looks beautiful. And then we take a look at the underside, and there's not too much in the way of detail on the underside of this, but honestly, how much detail could you really put into it? Because like I said, with the smooth skin, you don't really need too much, but here is the cool part. You can see that this thing is just on its way out of its mother, and it looks very cool. Everything about it has been sculpted out beautifully. It just looks absolutely awesome. Even the little baby itself, you can see has very nice detail to it. It looks very cool. An awesome touch. Such a very awesome touch by Collecta. Cannot commend them enough for this. And you can see the paint job on this is just basically a very dark blue. It's almost hard to pick up because it's so dark, just the exact color it is, but it's a very dark blue, and it's got some nice white dry brushing, just little hints of white here on the top of the mouth, and then here on the back, and then on the flippers and stuff. It looks very good all over the place. The entire paint job on this, I think, is a very realistic, potentially color, and it just looks great the way they've applied it all over the place. So Collecta nailing this one right out of the park, as they do with almost everything. A great job that they've done on this. A beautiful, very accurate version of a Temnodontosaurus with, of course, a child birthing going on here, and it looks so cool. This is definitely one of the coolest models that I have, specifically because I've never seen anything like this ever done before. At least, I mean, if it has been done, I have not personally seen it. So I think that this is just such a great touch, and something that's very new, fresh, and cool for the collecting world to get a hold of. So great job by Collecta on this Temnodontosaurus. As far as the size goes, you're looking at a little over 7 inches long. Not really much in the way of a height, because as you can see, it's only like 1.5 inches high. It's not very tall. because it's a marine reptile, doesn't have too much in the way of height going on, but it looks awesome. For a size comparison, you can see the Papo T-Rex is very, very big compared to the Temnodontosaurus, but that's okay because regardless, I think the Temnodontosaurus is absolutely beautiful, and it's not super small. You can see here by my hand, it's a pretty decent size, and it's just loaded, flooded pretty much with detail. And then of course, as I've mentioned numerous times, the fact that its birthing is awesome. So Collecta, as usual, just absolutely hitting the nail right on the head, making another beautiful model to go with their insanely awesome collection. Cannot recommend this one enough. I will link you guys in the description as to where you can purchase this guy, and I 110% recommend it because it is awesome. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next review. Thanks for watching.